A man was about to check out and leave when a stunning blonde woman moved into the next room. Her breathtaking looks and perfect figure instantly left Jim completely spellbound. Eager to see more of her, Jim immediately decided to stay another night. Since he had to go hunting in the mountains with a client the next day, Jim stopped by a bar to have a couple of drinks before heading back to bed. But as soon as he reached the bar, the blonde beauty he couldn't get out of his head appeared again. Her delicate features and sexy body made Jim's imagination run wild. But since they'd only met once, he didn't dare approach her casually. When he found out she was a waitress there, Jim was about to ask the bartender about her relationship status, until she accidentally dropped a plate. As she bent over to clean it up, Jim got an eyeful and could barely take his eyes off her. Still, to keep up a cool appearance, he held himself back from flirting. Back in his room, Jim was cleaning his hunting rifle when sudden noise from the hallway put him on high alert. With his professional instincts kicking in, he tucked a gun into his waistband and went out to check. He found a drunk man harassing the blonde woman. At the sight of muscular, armed Jim, the drunk man fled in terror. The woman was shaken, and any other man would have comforted her right away. But Jim, the hopelessly straightforward guy, could only think about getting up early for the hunt. He simply turned around and went back to sleep. This ridiculous move left the woman completely speechless. The next morning, Jim gathered his gear and met up at the Foothill store. He was asking the shop owner if his client had arrived when the blonde woman from next door walked in.
I'm Kate.
Jim was stunned. Turned out the wealthy client he was supposed to serve was none other than this beautiful woman. Without delay, the two headed into the mountains. Along the way, Kate opened up to Jim. Her late father had loved hunting in these woods, and his last wish was to have his ashes scattered here. To find a peaceful resting place for him, she'd hired professional hunter Jim. After a full day of hiking, Jim finally brought Kate to the mountaintop. With night falling and the roads too dangerous to travel, they set up camp and rested for the night. Having spent the day together, they grew closer and closer. Kate couldn't help but ask about Jim's family. With the mood just right, Jim didn't hold back and told her the painful story of his past. Jim had once had a happy family, a loving wife and an adorable daughter. But one day, while playing ball with his daughter outside their home, a tragedy struck. A newly licensed driver hit his daughter, killing her instantly. The accident drove a wedge between Jim and his wife. Whenever he was away, she would invite their neighbor over for company. He caught them in the act one day. When Jim confronted her, his wife refused to admit she was wrong and demanded a divorce on the spot.
We are so done!
After hearing Jim's story, Kate returned to her tent, heavy-hearted. Early the next morning, they continued deeper into the forest, but they hadn't gone far when a steep cliff blocked their path. To stay safe, Jim told Kate to wait where she was while he climbed to the top to find a way forward. As soon as he reached the summit, he was horrified by what he saw. Jim raised his rifle cautiously and stepped forward slowly. He soon froze. The body of a paratrooper was hanging from a tree. He scanned the area carefully, and only when he confirmed it was safe did he kneel down to examine a case the paratrooper had been carrying. When he slowly opened it, Jim's heart nearly stopped.